Yo. How's it going? What's up, Alvaro? How you doing? Hey, GD Monkey. Happy to see that you were able to catch the stream. What's up, Kami? How you doing? You're walking? You are walking, yes. Now you have 2 legs. Congratulations. It was unfortunate seeing you in a wheelchair before this. Alright. Let's go ahead and get going. W early stream. It is 8:45 in the morning right now, so yes. We are early today. Alright. You threw the wheelchair into a volcano, don't worry, alright. Starting off with a 1.0 with a little added flare level. Not much I can really say about it. That was a pretty free coin, I'm not sure how I feel about that. These colors are a little too bright, honestly. I think, like, there's a lot of, like, clashiness going on, you know? Like, you got the slight desaturated green in the background, you got this bright yellow here, and then that on top of, like, the bright blue. It's just a lot of colors that unfortunately clash and don't really, like, go well together. Same with this part. I honestly think, like, the background is just a little too bright. Like, I would definitely tone that down a bit. These colors are a little bit better though, just because it's just a better color scheme in general. And then we're back to the beginning part, okay. Yeah, pretty simple. At least I tried a little bit with like having some movement in it, because you know a lot of these levels. Also, how is this 20,000 objects? Respectfully speaking, how is this 25,000 objects? I think a star rate should be fine with it, realistically. Like I don't like when levels just do just like 1.0 blocks, dude. Like, what are we doing? Easy level 4. Pretty interesting so far. Decent colors. These are better colors though. I like this. The other colors, like there's just a couple spots like those yellows on the flowers wasn't really messing with, but these are much better. My favorite song, this song's getting overused, I'm being honest. Like, it's alright, the song itself, but I'm getting tired of hearing it. I feel like there could be a little bit more song representation. I feel like there's not really much going on. Like, the deco here is, like, pretty much looks the same as the first part, which is a little unfortunate, since this is the, you know, the quote-unquote drop section. But I think that, like, it could be a little bit more movement for sure. What's the cooldown on skip queue? 30 minutes. As it has always been. What's up, Harsh? Thank you for the bit. Do I ever make predictions? I don't make predictions. I let my mods do that just because I don't feel like, you know, doing that. Just because I would have to, like, you know, go to a Twitch page, and that's just a lot more stuff that I don't need cluttering up my screen. It's cool. I think the colors surely carried, so I think like a low-end feature should be fine. I've already seen this, send it for a feature. I don't know why people send me levels I've already played. 10 minutes, yeah, alright. Playing that later. It is an auto level though, so I could play it, but I don't want to right now. Can we stop with the text? Dude, I don't care about time hop. My family always like sends like the time hop responses, and like for some reason my dad likes to like every message that gets sent, and so it's just like a bunch of notifications all at once. I'm like, bro, why spamming? This part's a little empty. I'm not really sure what the block design is. Are these the structures? Are these the structures? What's going on? Show hitboxes. Those are the structures, okay. Yo, Harsh with the sub, thank you. What does Wisebot do? It's just a Twitch bot. This part is rather empty. Also, I'm not sure what that, Parallax was doing. I think a star should be fine. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the last one in order. Yo, thank you for the on-screen celebration with the green chat message. This was like a bunch level, first of all. We got invert gradients. I gotta send this to Max for a minute for this. How am I? I'm doing well, Roger, man. A bit earlier this morning, but why not? The camera rotation here is quite unnecessary. I would immediately get rid of that. Like, camera rotation like this, there's literally no reason to do it ever in any level, like, in existence. So I don't know why people do it. Yo, does little buddy want to get banned for 24 hours? Actually, you know what? You can just get, like, banned forever, right? Because you're just sitting there doing that, right? You know. There's no reason for you to exist in my chat if you're just gonna do that. But yeah, it's just like, there's no reason for the camera rotation. And it just looks like a bunch level, realistically. Anyways, personally not going to send this because there's a couple of issues with it. But I will send it for Maxerman. Right. Random queue now. Husky Galactus, alright. That is a husky. Hello. Woof. It's really cold in here. Not sure how you got here unnoticed. To me neither. But the exit is that way. Just be careful on the way out. The torch I gave you should help you. I wish you good. I wish you the best. Good luck. Okay. Will it remove the? Will the torch remove the ice physics? Cause like, you know, kind of want to get rid of these ice physics, bro. Ugh. I hate ice physics so much. I don't trust this, but I'm going down. Yeah, I should not trust that. Anyways. I'm just going to the right. Holding right, because I am not patient. Okay. That better have been a checkpoint, first of all. I'm going to practice mode. See, like that right there, this crystal, it looks like a spike, bro. I'm going to practice mode, I can't be asked. What was that? There's a checkpoint, finally. Is there supposed to be a song here? Because it's very quiet. It just feels weird that there's no song here, realistically. like, those look like spikes, bro. Well, shit. Okay, there's no ice physics here. Someone needs to make sense. It's not making sense right now. There should at least be like some ambient music. You know, it just kind of feels empty without like some like just ambience in the background. Almost died there. We can imagine the song in our head. I'm getting blown, dude. Not in the way I want to be. Anyways. I think that level could have had a little bit more variation. The husky is cute. It is cute. Also, hi howler. It just, I don't know where these songs are. They're not here. Some more variation and just a general like progression would be nice, because if I look at the level, it's this for the entire time, unfortunately, and it just kind of like, get rid of these. This is not, there just needs to be a little bit more substance for my liking, you know? Like, I like platformers that have, like, you know, some substance, like some good amount of substance and like some general progression. This one is just like, you start in a cave and then you exit the cave, with unfortunately not really much variation in like the location that you go to. Like, the most variation we really get is that you go to a ball and then a ship portal right here, and unfortunately not really much else. I think that there just needs to be more substance for me to send this. But it did look decent, but I think more variation and just like more stuff could be good. Nico level lull. Alright, using a bunch song. Alright. This says hard to insane demon, so I'm kind of terrified that's going to be like the most unbalanced thing ever, because this is like 8 stars so far. Alright, see a GD monkey. Have a good night. That duel was a bit difficult. Oh, it's gonna be one of these levels. That's why it's harder than Sand Demon. A lot of orb gameplay. Kinda wish there was more. Maybe this was like actually requested, meant to be requested as like an 8 star. I don't know how people mess it up. Yeah, it was definitely meant to be requested like an 8 star or something. Okay. Those duels are like pretty unbalanced if I had to be honest about it. 9 star, yeah. I think the level just needs to be a bit more balanced, and the deco just needs to have a little bit of a revamp. Just because there's just like a couple spots here that I'm not the biggest fan of, mainly the colors. You know, typical yellow doesn't really look that good. And also, it's somehow, I don't know how, but to me it just looks messy. Like the general composition just needs to be a little bit more thought out, you know? So, it's not something that I would personally send. Gear locked. Alright. What did that say? Get to higher ground. Okay. This camera movement is a little unexpected. Not sure how I feel about it. Hello. These got some good design so far. I'm liking this. Gameplay has a little couple quirks to it though. Mainly due to these camera movements. Not the biggest fan of these camera movements. Like, it's fine to do like camera offset, but like when you make it very drastic and rapid, it can just ruin the player experience. Oh, that makes sense, yep. But I do like the design. The design is definitely the best part of this level. I somehow jumped over the portal, okay. This is good. I'd say camera movement aside, this is actually a really good level. So I think a feature should be fine for it. Upside down miniwave worst game mode. Damn, the skill issue is crazy harsh. Also, what's up, Maslow? I look like Aeon Air if he was from the south. I mean, fair. Sorry, but that trail bug on miniwave makes it impossible. Is that like a mobile issue? First of all, imagine playing on mobile. Damn, couldn't be me. Pretty old school design here. I actually like these colors on the block designs. I've never heard this DJ Nate song before. This is new to me. But these colors are great. These reds look really good. I'm just doing all four. I'm sure you can probably get through there without clicking into the last one, but I didn't want to risk it. Yeah, these are really solid designs. Ooh. The sneaky spikes down there. It's good. Another instance of OTT. We really love just stacking OTT on sounds, don't we? This is good. I like it. Gameplay is also pretty decent. Alright. GMD trailer. Alright. What is this? Oh god. This is something. We get flashbanged here. Oh god. What is this? Okay. This looks a little scuffed. This looks a little scuffed. That was funny. The no requested stars, huh? It's like I don't know what this is realistic, like a 5-star. When yours whenever the random number or the random queue decides to be nice to you. Was it even gameplay there was? See? 2%. 4%. I'll send it for a star hit. It's fine. It's funny. Extreme Demon! Zamos level. Wasn't this that one guy that did something to sync? I forget. Anyways. .6 level, huh? I do like the claws in this prior section. This is cool. This is really good object usage. It's decent. I think a star rate should be fine. Alright, so we have a skip queue, so let's go ahead and do that right now. Play the Hell Zone 2, only if you request it. Is there a video for this? You didn't put a video with it. I don't know why you didn't put a video with that. I'm not playing that. That's difficult. No, you did put a video, but you just requested it 5 minutes later. Alright. Auto-scrolling platformers are decent, but there are some that are like, you gotta wait a long time. This one, the pre-drop looks like you had to wait a long time. Luckily, it seems like it's less of that now. And I also appreciate how it's a design style. Like, you don't see many platformers that look like this. They all go for like some pixel style or some neo-design nonsense. It is a lot of needle gameplay, which is, you know, kind of boring. But it's at least cool that it uses design style. I can also appreciate how he uses the entire song. It's cool. Maybe there could be a little bit more like in like the song intensity, just because like it's kind of tame. So I think like a low end PHE should be fine. All right, back to this oscillation. This guy found the move trigger. I don't know why all these objects are moving like this. I think the background, like the saw blades, it's a decent design, but it looks a little bit more messy than I'm assuming you meant for it to. Oh god. What do you do here? Oh, just like that, okay. You can circumvent that, I'm assuming, by just going the opposite way. Oh my god, the dual gravity just sucks so hard. Never really the biggest fan of when levels force you to go a certain direction as like a dual wave. Like, I feel like it's just like really constricting, and it's better to allow the player to choose their own path, you know? These designs are infinitely better, if I had to be honest. I'm just gonna skip that. Colors are a little iffy though, throughout the level in its entirety. Like this spike right here, it's the same exact shade as this lava in the background. There's no contrast or anything, unfortunately. Okay, I literally just tapped that orb and it didn't register. Can we stop doing toggle orbs as actual orbs? Just because, like, the touch priority can sometimes bug out, and you'll click the orb but only click the toggle orb instead of the actual orb. I don't know why people still do this. It's been an issue since day one, but we still do it for some reason. A bit unbalanced, the gameplay. I think the most I can probably send this for realistically is a star rate. Another guy that wants to get timed out for 24 hours? I have no regret. You know what? Actually, no. Let's just ban you. I don't care. I have no regrets. No sympathy. Oh god, this is trippy. Interesting background object usage. This part's dark. It is very dark. Kind of wish there was a bit more visibility. It's very dark. Like, that's a spike? Sure. Alright, and then you can also... Okay. It's weird they have to hit those in a certain way, or else that'll happen. I would try to make this a bit more consistent. Also, I would just improve the visibility in this part, like, as a whole, because you cannot see anything, dude. Like, I'm getting lucky going through that corridor. I should not have lived that long. Yo, another guy wants to get timed out or banned from my channel? Sure. I literally have no issues with banning these people. It's just like I just wish that there was more visibility, realistically. Like I don't know what else to say. There needs to be more visibility. Like, I'm not going to send it because due to the visibility. Yeah, no. Inferno Black's 4 minutes? What is this? Why are you posting a Reddit link here? There's no video, and it's a hard to insane demon, and you're posting a Reddit link? Man, people are just stupid today, are we? And you're also hidden from the channel. Enjoy solitude. Like, I literally feel nothing when I ban people. Like, I don't care that I ban people. If they're being stupid like that, they deserve to be in a corner by themselves. I don't think this is actually hard to insane demon, first of all. Maybe it might be because it's 4 minutes long. It's always the YouTube people that spam the IDs. I don't know why, but people on YouTube, they just have like low IQ, I guess, when it comes to streams. I don't know what's going on. I mean, not everyone, but like obviously, like everyone who spams those IDs are coming from YouTube chat. So there's something going on. I don't know what's going on there. Yo, thank you, Kami, with the 100 bits. This is cool gameplay. Deco's a little iffy, just because it's way too bright. But I do like that gameplay a lot. It's just like nice use of 2.2 features. I mean, it's very simple use, of course, but, you know. Am I weird to say this level bang as a, an auto level? It'd be cool to see this as an auto level. I don't think I'm supposed to be down here. I found a secret way, guys. I found a secret way. Alright. Has to do with this duel being weird. I don't think I'm supposed to be upside down. There we go. Fix that? I don't know what to say. I think this chromatic shader is a little too much. I would tone down the values 100% on the RGB offset. Oh my god, we're getting chased. I'm slicing them up, dude. Oof. This level does have some charm to it. I think that like a little bit more decker quality is unfortunately needed. The gameplay and like the ideas are pretty decent though. And I can definitely appreciate the length of the level. It's not easy to make a 4-minute level. Sometimes I struggle making 2-minute levels. Yeah, what's up, Lore? Just finished lunch at 4 p.m. Jesus. That's a bit late, don't you think? I will say it looks like that the secret way doesn't go to the end, because obviously this gameplay's on the floor, so at least there's that. But I would definitely go still make sure that's patched. It's cool. I would also turn off the glow on these objects right here. But yeah, it definitely has some charm. Unfortunately, the deco just isn't there for me. It just needs a little bit more for me to send it. But I did like a lot of the gameplay elements and ideas. That one UFO part with the arrow triggers was actually pretty cool. I just wish that like you could see more. Like the main things I've had are the main things I have against this level is the deco. That's the only unfortunate thing. Personally, not going to be sending it due to the deco. Vivid memory. Ooh, interesting. First of all, when you warp saw blades, try to fix the hitboxes, cause you know, yeah, hitboxes don't work like that when you when you do this. Does this weight system work like Triciple's weight system? It's the similar concept, but this weight system isn't, you know, tailored towards just increasing Triciple watch time. Like, I swear, most of the stuff he's done is just to increase his watch time. There's no bits for redemption of codes or anything nonsense like that. It's just 1-to-1. If your level doesn't get played, next time you request it, it'll have an increased weight, which is a very small chance that your level will, you know, be played. Just a small increase in chance. Also, for star rate, obviously those hitboxes are an issue. I'll fix that. But the other stuff was decent. Aftermath. Decent design so far. Does the form reset? Yeah. My standards are too high. Oh, I'm sorry that I'm a pretty good creator and I have standards. My bad. Not the biggest fan of some of these colors, admittedly. Also, these rainbow blocks are kind of out of place. Gameplay is at least enjoyable. UFO indicators are quite unnecessary. I think the level overall just needs a bit more movement to it. Like, there's a couple of movements here and there, but not really enough, in my personal opinion. What is that end screen? That is so scuffed. What was that? I'll send it for a star rating. Mainly for the 6 minutes I'll watch after stream. Mainly for the gameplay in that previous level. Average GD Spanish player, what? Not too bad so far. That's a little tame. I wish there was more song representation. There's really no pulses, which will be unfortunate. The designs themselves are pretty decent, but I definitely think that like some more pulsing could be nice. Looks like this level does suffer a little bit from mag collapse syndrome. Always unfortunate to see. Like, there's just, I don't know, when I look at this, and then I look at, like, or I listen to this song, I just personally think that there should be a lot more representation and more intense pulses. Because, like, there's a lot going on in this song, and there's not really much here. I don't know if I was supposed to go down there, or not. I think another star rate should be fine for this. It's just the song representation personally just isn't there for me, but the designs themselves looked pretty good. Prismatic pictures. First of all, I really like the structuring. Just give me like old school vibes. Really like old school level structuring. Well, not really old school, but like, you know, early 2.1. Because I don't know. Structuring nowadays is kind of boring. for some reason, it just feels like people have lost the knowledge of how to structure things properly. Or at least in a way that looks semi-interesting. Definitely feel like older levels had much better structuring than the average level you see on the awarded tab nowadays. And that's just the awarded tab nowadays, just being kind of mid. Let's just skip that and do that. Alright, that works. Don't do that. Not the biggest fan of how you can hit this a little too early and go down there and die like this. I think I would prefer if that slope was a little bit more extended further down, just to make it more consistent. This gameplay is really enjoyable. I say that as I start flying to the ceiling. How much free percentage are you going to give me? A lot. 5%. This part's, that's way too bright, in my opinion. I unfortunately feel like the parts started to go down a little bit in quality as the level goes on. Like, there are some cool stuff here. Like, I really like these, you know, these little waves down here. Like it's a nice little details, but for me, like the structuring and like the general vibes that I was getting at the beginning was really good, and unfortunately, just like it went down a little bit in quality. Like this, for me, like my own personal taste is leagues above what we saw towards the end, just because of like the general structuring and the way that the level looks. Wish it kept that quality. I'll send it for a low end feature. I still think it could get a feature, but for me, it just goes down a little bit in quality towards the end. But it was still good. Alright, we got this song, peak song. There's a lot of stuff going on in this level. I'm not sure if this is like a meta collab or anything, but I feel like there could be a bit more cohesion between the parts. There's a lot of different stuff going on here. Not sure how I feel about it all being in the same level. Yeah, you do need to hit that, okay. What is this? Gameplay is pretty enjoyable though, but I just think there could be a bit more cohesion. This looks like a Knots level all of a sudden. Like an older Knots level. Yeah. I think those little, like, forced pads is... I don't know how I feel about them, just because like they're kind of out of the way, and they force you to go out of your way to get them. Demon... yeah, easy demon should be fine. It's 1.9, that's actually pretty cool. That's 1.9. Really good for the 1.9 limitations. Like, it's a really good quality, but I think that it could just be a little bit more cohesive. I'll still send it for a feature. Why not? Like, low-end feature, again. Heat Birth. Okay. There's an auto level. Gameplay auto level. Let me make sure this is not in my contest, because I don't want to play any contest levels yet. What you gonna do? It is not. Alright. Good to know. Very interesting ideas with like the general structuring. This is cool. At what point is a long platformer like more than 5 minutes? This is very cool. I'm getting a bit of lag somehow. I don't know what in this level will be lagging. Let's see how many objects are moving at once. Ooh, 16,000 objects moving right now, yeah? Alright. I don't know how you managed to make 16,000 objects move at once. Maybe it's these spike towers. These spike towers look great, but it just should not be lagging that much. Looks like a lagging level. I could see that. Very cool. My PC is built different. It's just a good PC. Not much I can really say about it. That was very cool. I like that a lot. My room is pixels. Blame the bitrate of the stream. Very cool, but extremely laggy. Epic End. Interesting so far. Kind of underwhelming though. Not sure what the story is in the lower thirds. Whoa. There goes the stream bit rate. This looks cool though. I think the text at the bottom is quite unnecessary. Like, I don't think it really contributes much to the level. I mean, there was an option to disable the text, which is, you know, good. Okay, we have a cutscene. Where did that train come from? That's a good question. My broken baguette factory. What's up, Gonixel? How you doing? All right. Interesting. Had some neat ideas, a bit incohesive. So I think like a low-end feature should be fine. What's up, Mario Carter? How are you? Alright, one last level, and then we will reset the form. We get a long level. Let's go. Do not practice or no clip before the intro is finished. Okay. This level was made on a 34-inch screen. What is this? I was not expecting this style in the slightest. Don't hit that. Were you guys expecting this style? Because I wasn't. I would have never foreseen a pixel level using this song, if I'm being honest. Don't hit that. It's kind of hard to see the glowing red outlines here on some of these pads, and you know. Oh god. In orbs. I hit all 8, what do you mean? Oh my god. If you're gonna make me spam, at least make the transitions out of the parts, like, you know, work properly. Yeah, these are some pretty poor transitions, if I'm being honest. Alright, sure. Gameplay is probably the main thing I have against this level so far. It has some okay ideas with the deco. Again, another level is kind of incohesive. I don't know why we're getting a lot of this today. Hello? What? Of all the things that there had to be in this level, we have a black hole now. Alright. Because of course there has to be a black hole part. Why not? It's not a random level. There's no black hole coming out of nowhere for no reason, right? Oh my goodness. That's a fall and a half, dude. Hello? I don't know what's happening here. You have to hit this pink orb late? What's going on? It doesn't want to work though. I'm not the biggest fan of that. What am I? What am I? I'm a mini wave? Okay. Yeah, this gameplay is, it's something. Alright, now you got a memory part. Don't give me a 25% end screen on this level. This level's like 10 years long. There's a skip. I'm skipping. What is that? Why is there a baby's hand? Why is there a baby's hand image to GD into the game? That's weird. Anyways, not something I'm going to send, unfortunately, because the gameplay is just not it, if I'm being honest. Like, there's just too many transitions that are pretty blind, a lot of inconsistencies. Unfortunately, like, during like those spam parts, like, you just had to... You couldn't spam, right? You had to do controlled spam, which is just like... If you're going to tell me to spam, don't make me do controlled spam. Like, what's the point in telling me to spam? Anyways, personally not going to send that. Because it's just like... Gameplay was rough, unfortunately. Alright, let's go ahead and reset the form, 8 minutes late because that level took forever. Responses, delete all responses. Go in here, delete all responses via set form, increase weight by 1. I don't know why that's loading, it should not be loading, there we go. And then let's go ahead and change the question, remember to change the answer to your question. Else I will not be playing your level, because you did not fill it out properly. And also see that I have a skip queue, so let's go ahead and play that right now. Form has been reopened. Well, stream 8 minutes after 2 hours? No. Song's not allowed for use. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I can't play this. Because the song was removed by the author. Speaking of Newgrounds, you guys see that Snails now has a Newgrounds? we got Space Laces on Newgrounds after like 10 years. Space Laces has returned, formerly known as Corn and Beans. We also have, who else? We have some other good artists names. We have Pegboard Nerds, Sudden Death, Flux Pavilion, and Jack U. If you don't know who Jack U is, that is a duo between Skrillex and Diplo. And they made a song with Justin Bieber, I think. And he got like 450 billion views or something. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to refund those points. Just because obviously the song doesn't work. Alright. Yeah, the song doesn't work, so obviously I cannot send it. If you get a song for it, feel free to request it to me again. Right now. Hostile Transfusion. Owen's name. Me being the #1 Snails promoter. I guess. I don't know. I just really like Snails and stuff, so it's very cool to see Snails on Newgrounds. What am I playing right now? Respectfully, what am I playing? I'm not sure even the level creator knows what I'm playing right now. This is something. There were some tough timings. Yeah. Guys, the click sync on this gameplay goes hard. Like, you guys hear the click sync? It's 100% there. You just gotta listen for it. Alright. Come on now. I don't even know what to say. There were a lot of invisible hitboxes in that part as well. We have a spider part. Oh my goodness. This person used slopes as their bot design, so I'm bouncing as soon as I'm like hitting. Look at this, I'm bouncing. Alright, anyways, I'm moving on to the next level. I hate that I got 67% in practice mode, but I'm moving on to the next level swiftly. Yeah. Flower Man. This is like Deltarune, if I had to guess. It is Deltarune. Bro, just tried to kick me and missed. Free coin, I guess. That looked like the intended route. Or at least it was very easy to get. Gameplay's pretty enjoyable. The deco has some quirks to it that I'm not the biggest fan of. Some transitions between the parts are a little rough, decoration-wise. This part looks a little empty. Like, I feel like there should be a background here. Small epilepsy warning. Alright. What is this? Ow! I just banged my elbow on my desk. Click when he gets close. Alright. Sure. It's got some decent ideas to it. I like the overall theme. But I think like a star 8 should suffice, because there are a couple of quirks with the gameplay and quirks with the deco as well. We want to check out Koob's level whenever I remember it. This is a Sunset Sandstorm, but purple colors. Not actually. I've never really been the biggest fan of blue orbs in wave gameplay, just because like unless it's like extremely controlled. Well, I'm fine with blue orbs when like you have to hold going out of it, but like if you have to like click it as light as possible, it just feels really inconsistent. I guess I could hit that twice, yeah. Hello? I knew that was a coin route down below, I did not feel like going on it. It's getting hot all of a sudden. This duel, unfortunately, feels a bit forced. Like, I'm skipping this a lot. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be hitting. But these orbs just, they seem... Like, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be hitting that blue orb or not. But this gameplay just feels like really forced, which is not something you want to do with dual gameplay. Which is quite unfortunate, because the gameplay wasn't half bad up until now. Like, you want me to click 3 times, I'm assuming. Once here, once here, once here, but when I click 3 times, I'm already above the blue orb, so this blue orb should be moved up so that I can click 3 times, because there's no way clicking here, which would make you jump immediately right here, which will already put you above it, and then clicking this orb, which would click you, which would make you go above it. You just need to move this up, because I'm assuming you want me to hit this orb, and then hit this, and then go down here. Like, it doesn't work. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna pass on this just because the gameplay there isn't exactly working right now. So I'm not gonna send it. Alright, next. Oh, jump over that. I think these camera pulses are a little too intense. I would tone it down maybe like 1/10 of a value, or however much you have it. Just like divide it in half. These ones are a little bit better, I will give you that. But the ones at the beginning felt a little too much. Interesting. I haven't heard this part of the song in forever, so it's cool to be able to hear this. At least the parallax here is correct. Good job on doing that. Pretty easy coin. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, what's up, spoiler? How you doing? Okay, we're just changing songs, I guess. It's an interesting switch up. I'll give you that. That shock line effect, I like how it syncs with the music. I would just tone it down a little bit. Same with this radio blur. This radio blur is way too intense. Downhill sections are always pretty cool. The main thing with downhill sections, though, is like you got to be very wary about your camera position, because like the player, at least in that portion, was like very like it was a little too high for the player position. Like you didn't really have much time to react to it. I'll still give it a feature though. It has some cool stuff. Alright, next. There's a platform that's 20 seconds long, yeah? What is this? Okay, so I just soft lock myself. First of all, I would make sure that you can't soft lock yourself as easily as you can right here. I'm going for the hint, I don't care. The hitboxes are lying to you. What hitboxes? I'm going to practice mode and figuring this out. Okay. See, like, look at this. It looks like you're soft locked, which I don't know if I like this. Fly through the slabs. What, these slabs? I don't know. Like, obviously you can't go over here. Like, this is the entire level, right? So I don't know what to say about it. Either way, if I don't know if this is like a hitbox exploitation level, then I'm not the biggest fan of that either. Just because I think that's kind of fun, not fun. Anyways. It's 20 seconds long. It's literally this is the entire level. I can't send something like this. It's a hitbox exploit level. That's boring then. But yeah. Yeah, that level is just like, it's just too short. The best thing I can say about it. Kami with the 10 gifted subs out of nowhere? Hello? Thank you. How did I know that was gonna be a mini wave, dude? Kami, you're giving a lot of subs to people, and you're a very charitable human, which I commend that. I just hope that your wallet is safe. Oh, come on now. Dedicated to people. All right. Wish I watched the video on your level. All good though. Ah, yeah. I don't know. It's just like, I feel like for a level like that, like if you're gonna have a level where like this very interesting and like hard to figure out initially duel is at the end of the level, that's personally just not the best balancing, at least in my opinion. Um, right. This level is lacking in the deco department, unfortunately, and I think that a lot of the transitions between like the parts, like during that like, build up portion, could have had a bit more like, you know, heads up that it was about to happen. Like I got very lucky that was going to be a mini wave part. So personally, not something that would send, but at least you got like some decent intensity. I've already seen this. I did for a epic. Was not expecting that. Am I actually rating levels? No. Only Rob Top can rate levels. We got a 1.6 styled level here. At least it's not 1.0, because that's getting boring. So at least there's that difference here. This is cool. I like this. I like the amount of variation there is in the block design. Like, you're very limited with what you're able to do with, you know, 1.6 limitations, but there is a good range of stuff happening here. I also like all the little bits of art that are in here. That's the main thing that I've said a million times. Is like, don't give me object spam levels, give me like art levels like this. The level that I sent on skip queue, song of it got deleted. It's not deleted when you're still making it. Unfortunately, I can't send a level that has no song to it, you know? I just can't send a level that has no song to it. So, I prefer that you wait until you get an actual song for the level for you to send it again. This is cool. I'll still send it for a start rate, but I think it should be fine. I do see we have a skip queue, so. Eternal Light Fate. Is this, I'm just gonna watch the video, I don't care. I cannot fix unlisted bugs. An Elder mod can fix unlisted bugs, so you'd have to go to a Elder mod. Haven't I already seen this? Maybe I didn't see it, but I saw it on someone else's stream. But I've definitely seen this level at some point. It's pretty cool. It doesn't make sense for a mod to send their own levels. I mean, to be fair, if a mod sends their own level, they're completely able to. The only thing you have to do as a mod is just send rate-worthy levels. If you believe that your own level is rate-worthy, you have the full ability to send it. Ooh, this is very cool. I'm sure the stream bitrate is in hell right now, but you know, people who complain about mods sending their own levels are so annoying. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's just jealousy talk. This part felt a little underwhelming, if I'm being honest, compared to the other parts that we've seen so far. I feel like there could be a little bit more going on. Do I set my own levels? I don't know. There goes the bitrate. Didn't Robug get unmodded for sending his own levels? No. The thing that happened with Robug is Molpan? No, Molpan leaked mod chat. But the thing that happened with Robug was he did a stream where he's like, if you donate me money, if you give me money, then I'll send you a level. Which is 100% against a mod TOS. This is interesting. This. To me, just that to the end, yeah. That's not what it was, but okay, bro. I was literally watching the stream when it happened, so I don't know what you're on about. Lower end epic, but still good. Alright, next up. Old Tapala had a farm. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, we got a 1.0 level, sure. Not what I was expecting. I was expecting at least something a little bit more interesting than this. But of course, it's a 1.0 level. Why is there the Google dinosaur? The best part of 1.0 levels, though, is that you can't force a player to hit an orb. Like the whole hit orb or die thing, you can't force people to do that in 1.0 levels. It's the best part about 1.0 levels. Alright. Not something that I'm going to send just because I'm tired of 1.0 levels. They're just not interesting anymore. I've already seen this. Sent it for a feature. Effulgent. This person played my level sigil 100%. And they're like, yep, let me steal that background effect. Yep. Yep. Foreground is a little underwhelming, unfortunately. It's just Sigil. It is just Sigil. This level is just Sigil so far, which is kind of funny. Like, why would you request a level that you clearly took way too much inspiration from to the creator of that level? It's a great. That's I don't. That doesn't make too sense. Too much sense. Also, the level's like 5 seconds long. What the heck? One month ago. Is that right? Okay. I don't know how it's 1 month ago. Because that just looks like Sigil. That just looks like Sigil. I mean, it's cool for 5,000 objects. So, star rate should be fine. DF. Shout out to Zeronium. Oh, easy coin. Very interesting object usage here. I like these little like grass parts right here. I think that are pretty cool. This part's a little empty. There should be some more ground deco here. Like this is, there's nothing here, which is very unfortunate. Like there should at least be something there. I've heard of this song a lot more recently. I've seen a lot of AJ Tastic songs recently. There's been a lot. I'll send it for a start. I think it's fine. That last part just like really just felt too empty for me. I haven't heard of this song in a long time. Hopefully it doesn't end at the drop, because I like the drop at this song for some reason. It just sounds good to me. It's going to end at the drop. We're already halfway through. I'm super upset. There's a lot of randomness to this level, and I'm not sure if all of that really works well together. Any of the drop. It's super upsetting. I'll send it for a start. It's fine. Puss and put free the boys. Alright. That is a cool level. Not too bad so far. There's a decent amount of depth here, which I can appreciate. Like, it looks somewhat flat, but the slight parallax does make it a little bit more... have a little bit more depth. Coffee shop. You want some coffee? This definitely, like, reminds me of, like, the earlier... like, early 2.1 art levels like this. Unfortunately, this block design is just a bunch of rectangles. It's not really the most interesting. I definitely feel like there could be a little bit more interesting block designs. Like, these right here are probably the best block design in this part, at least. But stuff like this, where it's just like, you know, big old rectangle, kind of not that interesting. A high-end storage shall suffice. Bones 3. That's a video and a half. If you give me a giant explanation mini at the beginning, I'm not playing that at the beginning. I'll go ahead and say no for that. It's gonna be Undertale. Well, yeah, but it's just like, if you give me a giant explanation at the beginning, then I'll personally just watch. Previously on Bones 2. Apparently we have a video series. Where is your level? It's probably somewhere in the forum. You just got unlucky and it hasn't rolled your level yet. I'm not sure what's going on. I haven't heard of this song in a while. Jesus. There are so many sound effects here. Holy shit. Yeah, no way I was playing this, by the way. I think the sound effects kind of just take it out for me. I don't know. I don't like sound effects in this. I think they're quite unnecessary. Alright. Bird got sliced. I can mute sound effects my own, I know, but if I have to go out of my way to mute sound effects for a single level, then that's the level's fault, realistically. It's cool. Just think that the sound effects are quite unnecessary. Alright. Let's see what this is. Deco here is a little underwhelming. I think there's just like a little too much emptiness between the foreground and the background. Like adding something in the middle, just like more air deco or like some sort of midground with parallax would be nice. I'm not sure what's going on here. There's slots in the background. Someone's rolling. They just got the jackpot. I don't know what's happening in this level. Has this been UFO the entire time? Or no? Well, there is wave, but like, you know. I feel like we've gotten UFO otherwise. Also, why are people saying this looks like Accu? Like, what's going on? Personally, not something that I would send just because there's just too much of a disconnect between the foreground and the backgrounds. The foreground deco was quite underwhelming as well. I think the blot designs could have had just a little bit more interesting looks in them. The structuring shape was at least decent, but I think the blot designs themselves just had a couple of rough edges that I would prefer to be polished up and smoothed out. Alright. I've already seen this, so I did not send it. I doubt this has been updated. Yeah. Since this has not been updated, I think it's fine to go ahead and just move on to the next level. The Ethernet. Interesting colors, I like these. I like these less. Not the biggest fan of the pink here. I just think that like the oversaturated pink and like the blue color combination just isn't the best. That was a bit of a blind red orb as well, just because the overlay kind of just making it, you know, impossible to see what was beneath it. We have an invisible portal. All right, didn't realize it was early 2.0. What's going on? Not the biggest fan of a lot of the deco, unfortunately. I just think that like a lot more care could have been put in it. The glow on the text at least looks good. I think that text gradient is actually at least decent, but personally not something I would send right now. Another extreme demon. Seen this, sent it for a feature. Pixelscape. I think the background here could be a little bit darker. I think that the blot designs and the general colors would pop out more if you had a darker background. Because the colors aren't bad, I just think that they're kind of being taken down a little bit in quality due to the background being so bright. I do think there could be a bit of movement as well. Also, we need to have some variation because we are 2/3 of the way through the level and we've seen no variation whatsoever. So I'll definitely go back and at least like add a couple more parts to it. Yeah, definitely needs some variation. And definitely I would tone down the colors in the backgrounds, make it much darker, because that would make your block designs pop out more. And that was realistically the main issue I had, aside from the lack of variation. The vacuum. We get Nullscape's remake number 10,050, guys. You guys realize that there's what? You guys realize that there are more interesting levels to remake, right? You don't always have to remake Nullscapes. Also, you had to use this song as well. Alright, so you go away. Never mind. It's just like, you know that like the people who make these Nullscapes remakes are just like Zoink fans and nothing more. Like, I'm sure that most of the yeah, we have Orbit now. This person's the biggest Zoink fan I've ever seen. What is this jump? Is that actually a jump you gotta do? Hello? That's a crazy jump. Oh. This is a crazy jump. Like you can't go down there. Unless you gotta go down there. You do. Okay, I was about to say that's a ridiculous jump. But yeah, just like Nullscape's remakes, they're just immediately never interesting. Because they all use this song as well. Like, you could at least, like, use a more interesting song. Also, this gameplay. I'm not sure how about it. What's going on? Alright. Where did the sink go? The sink just went out the door. What is this? You know, I'm surprised there's no tidal wave in here. Right? We got Nullscapes, we got Orbit. There's no tidal wave. You're not the biggest Zoink fan then. How dare you? Anyways, that was unfortunately just a like trying to recreate Nullscapes and Orbit. Nothing more I can really say about it. It's just not interesting. I've already seen this. Sent it for a start. This is probably on someone's TikTok and it's like day one of making Extreme Demon. Yeah. This gameplay is pretty enjoyable so far. I like these colors a lot. Even these colors are good. Hello? I will say there's like a weird tint over the entire level, which makes it look a little bit more orange. So there's a weird orange tint over the entire level. Like I personally, whenever I do tints like that, I like to make it the main color of the level, so like blue in that case. I think the hue shift shader here is a bit of a cop-out though. Like just change the colors yourself. It's not difficult to change the colors yourself. I don't know why people do hue shift shader instead. Like it's just a cop-out, realistically. And also, like, it just makes the player and like the gameplay portals like you can't see what they are. They don't. You can't see them. But just like low end featured at most. Disturbance. Hello. On my way to go a ship portal only for it to be a cube portal. Exactly. Dude, like, I love the green ball portal. The green ball portal is so good. This level's lacking a little bit in the colors. I feel like there could be a little bit more interesting colors, like some good contrasting colors would make this pop out a lot more in my opinion. Like a nice orange or something right here, just because like purple and orange, they go quite well together. Oof, bit of a sudden transition. Hello? I'm not sure why I died there initially. Don't jump. What's up, goalers? How you doing? You've come in at like the end of the stream. For me to send this level, I would request more interesting color combinations, realistically. Like, you have your pretty, like, you know, standard color combinations, but I think like a contrasting color is quite necessary, at least in my opinion. And some of the gameplay there could be a little odd. Yeah, personally not going to send that. Do I mind sharing the highest weight requests? Sure, I can do that after we play this last level. I'm gonna disable the last redemption on you know, skip queue so no one tries to extend the stream longer than it should be. Anyways, Extreme Demon, have not played it, so let's go ahead and watch it. Video. Decent atmosphere so far. I hope there's like a little bit of progression on this level, because like atmospheric levels like this, I much prefer when there's actual like progression. Because like if it's just like this the entire time, I'm not the biggest fan, typically. And I just like wish that there's actually like, you know, some more going on later on. And we do have some actual like drum hits here, which is promising. That's the ending. Aww. I wish that it didn't just end right here. Like, look at this. There's much more of the song to be used. There's a lot more of the song to be used. But yeah. For me to send this, I would have preferred that the one, the level is longer, two, the level had some more progression, and three, maybe there's some more colors in it. Like I realize that the black and white, like very like, you know, dark theme is the theme of the level, but I feel like there could be at least like some lights coming in every once in a while to make it just a little bit more interesting. So personally, I'm not going to be sending this. All right. Someone asked if they can see the highest weight levels, so let's do that. Highest weight level is this one. It says 16 weight. Can't see it because of my face cam, but you know, it's by Sandsteb is your username. We got 15 weight, 14 weight, 13 weight, 12 weight, 11 weight, down to 10 weight. That's all I want to show you though. You don't even really need to know your weight. Like, it's not really a statistic that you really need to know. Anyways, that is it for today's stream. Pretty quick early morning stream because I was bored. So yeah, appreciate everybody for coming out. Let's go raid someone. Thank you for the 67 jewels. Is there anyone to stream or raid? I don't know this person, so never mind. They have feet in their tags. I don't want to raid someone who has feet in their tags. That's a bit weird. I'm just gonna raid wolves. Why not? I don't think I've ever raided wolves. Wolves is doing ordinary. So go enjoy that, I guess. I don't see any way else to raid, so I'm gonna raid wolves. Alright, see you guys.